Last year, I jumped from a bridge. This year, it was from an airplane, and into both new decade and career. The jump seems to fit both as kickstart and metaphor. Just doing something so far out of my comfort zone helped me press through the inertia of day-to-day and, I'm pleased to report, land well each time. I admit I see a few things differently at 60, an age I used to think old, though at the same time, I'm the same guy who's shown up on each page of my tale thus far. It's fair to say I'm less run by expectations, more aware, less naive, clearer about how things work, or, it seems more often, do not. Beware, I say to every liar, cheat, or jerk, I have no time and even less patience for you than what little I had before. I'm more sure what matters, and my conscience calibrates to that fine gauge ever more truly. I've looked hard at dreams, being clear that, statistically at least, I've got less time ahead to make them happen than there is behind me. I've learned something, I guess, about making dreams come true, and that bit about what matters is key. If something doesn't take you where you want to go, quit doing it. And yes, love trumps everything. I wish government rolled that way. A dysfunctional political system becomes ever more so, unable to miss diving deeper into dysfunction. We watch a wreck in motion, rapt as it makes its way toward what seems a likely denouement, perhaps just beyond our vision. Heartbreaks pile on each other as the New Deal social fabric unravels, the sale of the government to the uber-rich nears completion, and we approach the full-scale triumph of a privileged belief which sees self-interest as the sole, not just one, value of government purpose. We've lost more than a few dreams in this transaction. I suspect we'll never know the full cost. I can tell of a dream come true. A year ago, give or take, I realized it was time to move on. I'd had the same career all my adult life. The saw that the law's a jealous mistress, I knew to be true. I had to go cold turkey. There could be no other way. Something completely new was required. I could readily see myself at a nonprofit. How was less apparent. A wise man suggested I also have Plan B. Exploring while desperate rarely works. And thus prepared, I attempted to sketch out the position I sought. Here's what I came up with. To use well the gifts I'd been blessed with. For mission and passion to align so that enthusiasm regenerates. To make a useful contribution to my organization, and for it then to make a useful contribution to my world. And yeah, I wanted to earn a living. It showed up in spades, all that and more. I knew it when I saw it because I'd described it for weeks in my journal. Dreams can come true. I usually walk Buster in the park across the street. Ours is a neighborhood in transition, and so who we'll see there is a mystery. Maybe others for doggy playtime, or as likely there might be individuals or families who've nowhere else to go that day or night. In the center, surrounded by palm trees, is a modern sculpture with a concrete base. Last week, on the base, a family of 3. Baby maybe just standing, beating the back of her mother's head while she, mother, sat with face in hands buried, dad mute, somewhat vacant. On our next walk there, papers strewn everywhere as if one had consigned the pages of a notebook to wherever the wind took them. The papers, it turns out, were schoolwork. I wondered if they had belonged to the mother, if she'd quit on a dream after I'd seen her that day. Was hers the lost American dream we hear about? Maybe, but I think that lives at a very different address. Being 60, many of my perspectives came of age in a generation who truly believed we'd create a more just, balanced, and peaceful world. Although it's true it's not yet game over for us, adjusting hopes seems wise. But my sense is that sensibility has come to occupy a new generation. The pun's intended. If forced to choose a few reasons why they might succeed when we didn't, I'd go with social media, technology, and a flattened earth. I get why they have no one response to media's "how do we get there from here?" question. To me, it's apples and oranges. So different are the conversations and visions used to capture aspiration. What is meant by we? What I've learned about dreams so far. For the most part, they're proactive, not reactive. That is to say, saying "not this" is almost never enough. A productive format for proactive is the description, used generously and creatively. The clearer the features sketched, the less confused the reality. What's it like can be a more useful question than what is it? At the same time, the path to realize a dream is rarely clear, and even when it is, it's wise to be flexible. A way is rarely the only. Dreams demand grit and resolve. There's a reason they're called dreams, and both of those readily benefit from encouragement. It has helped, it seems, to have made some of my dreams come true by giving thanks as if they're already real. That said, thanks in and of itself won't fly. Steady action's needed to seal the deal. Dreams are kind of like the flu, highly contagious. Somebody going after something gives those who hear of it permission to act on their own. But likewise, the numbing news of another's quitting will chill a personal climate for change. It's clear that's contagious too. And there's nothing will kill off a budding dream faster than fear. Bottom line, dreams are the stuff of living. Dreams are aspirations. Dreams are how we can see there from here. Dreams are life giving birth to tomorrow. As we dream, we be.